Well, the kind of trouble that you're going to run into if you get sued without a business entity, frankly, is you're going to expose your personal assets to whatever lawsuit comes your way. You're going to be on the courthouse steps not only wondering about the lawsuit, but you're going to be wondering, is my car, is my house, is my boat going to be the subject of what's going to be taken from me should I lose this lawsuit? Liability insurance and liability entity protection are two different things. Liability insurance protects your business assets. So if you get sued, you make a claim with your insurance company. If you lose the lawsuit, you make a claim. Your insurance company pays off the claim up to the amount that the policy covers. Anything over and above what the policy covers would expose your assets, to cover the remaining part of the judgment. Should you have enough insurance to cover, well, then you're great. Your business is protected in terms of its business assets. Your limited liability company or your corporation protects your personal assets. It prevents them from ever being exposed in any way, shape, or form. So they're mutually exclusive. Limited liability provides one answer. Liability entity protection provides another, and you should have both at all times. Why should you not form a business entity on your own is a simple question to answer. You need a competent business lawyer to help you not only form the business entity and make sure the documentation is particularized to your company, but you need an operating agreement to go with that company to spell out all of the liabilities and exit strategies that you may have once you're inside the business. And believe me when I tell you, any do-it-yourself site that you tackle online, that's going to be done by non-lawyers, and if you get into trouble, there's not going to be anybody there to hold your hand or walk you out of the mess that you created. Well, there's a number of factors that go into choosing a right or particular entity for your situation. A lot of it has to do with whether or not you intend this company to grow. If you intend the company to grow, for example, you may want to at some time sell stock. And that's going to require a C corporation strategy where you're going to be able to, even an S corporation, where you're going to be able to have certain shares of stock that you can sell. In an S corporation, it's going to be much more limited because you're limited to much fewer members than you are in a C corporation, which is a giant conglomerate. Are you going to be big enough to where you're going to expose yourself to double taxation? In a C corporation, you're going to have double taxation on the profits, and you're going to pay personal income tax. If you want to be a limited liability company, that's another strategy altogether. That centralizes, anybody between 1 to 2 to maybe 5 members, generally speaking, that are going to be able to hone in and have a limited liability structure without a lot of the formalities that come with a corporate structure. So it really depends on your needs and what your company is going to be doing that will determine what kind of a structure will be suggested. The kind of lawsuits that could come your way that would expose your assets to a lawsuit would be anything that would be involved in your business. If you have a place of business and you're conducting contractual relationships with vendors and clients, customers, a breach of contract claim could come your way. Somebody could claim that you defrauded them. You could have somebody come into your premises and slip and fall and hurt themselves. That would be a personal injury action. So again, without liability insurance to cover the business assets and without an entity structure to protect your personal assets, you're going to be in for a long, grueling visit on the courthouse steps. And of course, that's what these two things are designed to prevent.